Hey everybody, Mike here. So recently I was sent out this air purifier to try out and test. In exchange, I told the brand I'd give them a review. So let's go ahead and dive into this thing. I'll tell you what I think about it so far. So a couple days ago, this arrived at the house. I went ahead and got it unboxed, and I decided to go ahead and set this up right here on my fireplace. Now I'm in my living room right now. This room easily sees the most heavy traffic in the house of any other room. I've got two young kids that are constantly running around, jumping on furniture. I've got a husky that runs around and plays with them as well. There's constantly dust, dirt, and hair flying all over the place. So I figured this would be a great test for this room here, being that it's got the biggest potential for having the lowest air quality probably in my house. So we decided to go ahead and stick this right here on the fireplace and let this thing run for a couple days. I wanted to see how the air quality was because this thing's actually got a built-in air quality meter on the display itself. I wanted to see if I could tell a difference in the air. Now on a really sunny day when the sun's shining through the window, I can see all those little particles floating through the air. So I figured that'd be a good test to see if that would actually pull some of that out of the air. And after a couple days, I was pleasantly surprised that it does actually make quite a bit of difference. When I first plugged this thing in, the air quality was somewhere in the 50 to 60 range, which this thing can go much higher than that in terms of the number on the air quality meter. Right now it's sitting around 9. Over the last 48 hours or so, it's hovered somewhere between the 2 and the 10 mark, just depending on who's in the house and how much walking around we're doing. Now, as I already mentioned, this air purifier does have a built-in quality meter, so it does constantly monitor the air. You can set this on the auto function. Based on what the air quality is showing, it can dictate what fan speed needs to be running. It's got 3 different fan speeds that you can run this on. You have the option of running this on the auto mode, or you can run it in one of those fan settings, depending on what your liking is and what you've got going on in your house at that time. Now, something else I thought was really cool in this air purifier was the fact that it's got a built-in humidifier as well. So right here on the back corner is a little canister that you can put water in, and then you just simply put that back down in, slide it back in like so, and then on the display right here, you've got a button that you can push, which will turn that humidifier on. Now, why it doesn't look like this little humidifier bottle is very big, I can't tell you that that thing lasts more than a couple nights. We ran that a few times just to test it and see, and the water level drops very slowly. Now, the one thing to note on the humidifier that I noticed, at least so far that I've been able to tell, is that when you run the humidifier in the back, you really need to turn off the fan on the purifier. It registers as bad air quality, and it cranks the fan up on high. Now, something else you can do with this unit as well is it has what they call a sleep mode. So you can put that in sleep mode if you had this in your bedroom, and it knocks the fan speed down to what they advertise as around 22 decibels of noise that it produces in that mode. And to give you an idea, a normal conversation somewhere around that 40 decibel range. It actually runs pretty quiet, and you can talk over this thing really easily. Now in the auto mode, like I talked about earlier, we've had this thing running and we really can barely honestly even hear this thing run. And in fact, I actually kind of forget it's there, to be honest. The only time you really hear it is when it's really quiet in the house and everybody's gone to bed. If you come out in the middle of the night or walk around the house, you do hear a faint sound of this thing running. Now, if you're someone that likes white noise in your bedroom when you're sleeping, that noise might actually be welcome to you and kind of help you sleep. It's kind of like having a ceiling fan on at night, which is how we sleep. We like to have a little bit of noise in the bedroom. There's something else that's really cool about this unit too. You can download the app that's affiliated with this unit and set that up on your Wi-Fi. And what I found to be really cool about that is actually monitor the air quality through the app as well. So you can go back and look at the stats on that and see throughout the day when you've had poor air quality in the house and when it's been really good. And you can also control the unit from the app at the same time. So if you want to change the fan speeds, turn the unit on or off, turn on the humidifier, or even turn on the child lock, you can do all that from the app. It's a pretty intuitive app from what I can tell, and it's been pretty reliable. When it comes to setting the app up, it's pretty easy to do as well. Once you go into the app and log in for the first time, you'll simply just hold down the power button for 3 seconds. It'll beep and the Wi-Fi signal on the front of the display will flash at you. And then you just follow the prompts on the phone from there, put in your Wi-Fi password, and you're good to go. After that, it sets up very easily. With little effort, it's ready to go. Now, we should probably backtrack to when we got this thing out of the box real quick. When you first get it out of the box, there is a series of plastic and little stickers you need to take off that they put on the unit while it's being shipped. Most importantly, though, is when you turn this thing around, you've got this back access cover here, and when you slide that dude off, like so, that's where your air filter rests. Now, this thing is wrapped in plastic when you first get it, so the most important thing you're going to do after you get all the little stickers off of it is pull this air filter out, take the plastic off of that, and then you can put that back inside, and it's good to go. You want to make sure you don't run the unit with the plastic on there because you could risk damaging the unit. Now, when it comes time to actually replace your filter, and that's going to be based on the air quality in your house and how much dirt and debris it sucks up, this thing does have a replace filter alert that it'll give you and let you know when it's time to replace the filter. And then you can just simply reset it from the display screen when you're ready to go. But other than that, that's really all there is to this unit. I've been pretty impressed with it the last couple days. It's more than met my needs for what I have in my house with our busy environment and the kids constantly running around kicking up dust. So if you find yourself in the market looking for a new air purifier and you like the idea that it's 2-in-1 and it has the built-in humidifier as well, you might consider checking out this unit and seeing if it might be right for you and your family. I think for us, it's going to be a great addition to our living room. That's all I've got for you on this one today, guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. We'll catch you guys on the next one.